Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Q&A. I feel like I haven't done a Q&A in a really long time. I think the last one I did was in January, I think, and we are now in June. Happy June. I honestly can't believe it's June. Like, how is it already the 6th month of 2018? Anyway, so I tweeted you guys and I asked for some questions using the hashtag AskJess, and I got so many questions. I scrolled through so many. I have my Starbucks. Imagine if I was sponsored by Starbucks. That would be such a dream. I have my strawberry green tea and I'm ready to answer some questions. First question is, how do you edit your Instagram pictures? I get this question a lot because I made an editing Instagram video back in Australia. So I was living in Australia. I wasn't married to Gabe. That was a long time ago and I've definitely changed the way that I edit my pictures now. The reason that I haven't made a video about it yet is because both Gabriel and I use an app called Lightroom, which is a part of Adobe, so it's kind of similar to Photoshop. So it's a little more technical and you pay for it and you pay for presets. You learn like how to change the different levels. I just haven't made it because I feel like a lot of you guys are just wanting to see like VSCO filters or Instagram filters or like afterlight filters, and I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I need to go buy Lightroom now that Jess uses Lightroom. If you guys still want to see how I edit my Instagram pictures, or even like how I make Instagram stories or Instagram highlights, if you want to see anything, just let me know because I'd still love to do it. This next question I thought was really cute. She asked, how often do you take the time to notice your fans and their fan accounts? I think about this all the time, and sometimes I talk to Gabriel about this too. I go on your accounts and your Instagram profiles and your Twitter accounts like way more than you would think. But I just love the feeling that I'm getting to know you guys on a more personal level. So I'm on Twitter so much. I love reading Twitter group chats that I'm in. Even if I don't say anything, I just like popping on and just like reading what people have to talk about. So to answer your question, literally all the time. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I did get @Jess on Instagram. I have a second account now, which is Jess Conte. So if you follow that, I post on there every once in a while, but I really love DMing you guys on there. Some people have figured it out because I DM some people on there like every now and then. A lot of people don't DM me on that account, I guess because they don't think that I'm on it as much, but that's the account where I like DM people back. How do you keep up your faith even when you're super busy? I think when it comes to keeping up your faith, no matter how busy you are, it's definitely a choice. At the end of the day, like, it's a relationship between you and God. And even if you think about a boyfriend and a girlfriend, like, their relationship can't be one way. Relationships just don't work that way. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to stay up 15 minutes later and read my Bible. I'm gonna wake up 10 minutes earlier and read my Bible. I'm gonna put my phone away for a little bit and just have a little Bible study or a little devotion time. And another thing is prayer. It is you talking to God and you communicating to God without even thinking about it. You know, if something is worrying you, pray. If you're upset, pray. If you're happy, pray. If you're grateful, pray. No matter what happens, pray about it. This question is, plans on getting a new dog soon? Love you. So many people asked me about a dog or a second puppy and when is Milo getting a friend, so I thought I would answer one. I would really love a second dog. I love Milo so much and it would make me so happy for him to have a little friend all the time to play with and to sleep with and cuddle with, but I don't think we're going to be getting a dog at the moment anytime soon. We have lots of traveling plans for the rest of this year, so I feel like getting a new dog wouldn't really be fair on the new dog to get a new dog and then travel and be like, see ya, we'll be back later. I'm sure we'll get another dog one day, just probably not right now. Also because we have plans to go back to Australia this year, and we wouldn't take Miley to Australia because it's like a 14-hour flight and I feel like that would just be a lot for him, so we would leave him here with a friend. I don't know, I just wouldn't want to get a new dog and then be like, see ya, off to Australia. The next question is, have you ever had a bad experience meeting a fan? PS, I love how active you are with us, you are the best. I don't remember anyone in particular. Like, I don't have a memory of someone going, wow, that was a really bad experience meeting them. Everyone I meet is so sweet. I guess a bad experience would be like people following me, especially if I'm like at a mall by myself and then I just know I'm being followed. That's really uncomfy for me. And then also if they just kind of stay back and take pictures. I'd so rather you come up to me and say hi than follow me and take pictures. That makes me feel really uncomfy. I actually do remember a bad experience. In the house that we lived in before this one, fans found out where we lived and came to our house. We actually had like a few instances that we met fans outside our house. A couple of them were like, oh, we were just walking in the area and you just happened to be outside. Hi, can we get a photo? And I think I was so shocked to meet fans where we lived that I didn't know if that was true or not, or if that was just their excuse to coming up to us. But the time I remember the most is when we were actually like packing up to move into this house. So we were packing things into our car, and there were a couple people like hiding behind a tree or a bush or something like across the road, and they just stayed there for so long. And I just remember looking out my window and seeing them like hiding behind a tree and going like, this is such an invasion of privacy. So I just want to put it out there that if you ever find out a YouTuber's address, please just like give them the respect and their privacy to never go to their house. That's their place to be private and to live. That's probably my only bad experience that I've had. I feel like I'm answering these questions way too long, so I'm going to try and speed it up a little bit. This next question is, this might be a little too real or raw, so you don't have to answer it, but was it hard waiting? Love you. To be completely real and raw and honest, it wasn't hard waiting. I'm just answering that from me because I'm sure Gabriel has a different answer. I think because just from the very beginning, we were very open about what we wanted and our values and our beliefs. That's what we wanted. So I honestly didn't even think about it. It just wasn't really a struggle for me. Like, I didn't think about it. I knew that we wanted to wait until we were married and the end. I think I have a very different answer than probably most people. I think another thing to keep in mind is that we weren't even dating a year before we got married. So maybe that played a part in it. Next question is, what's your advice to people who aren't confident with their skin, weight, face, etc.? I personally have not met anyone that doesn't have an insecurity. So I don't want you to feel like you're the only person struggling. Don't feel like you're alone, because everyone struggles with something different. But I think my advice would be, I think a lot of insecurities come from comparing yourself to other people. It's so easy to get into this little trap of comparing yourself to other people. That's something that I'm working on, and I think it's something really important to think about and to work on yourself as well. If it's something that you can't change about yourself, I would just pray and really just work on being able to love that part of yourself. But if it's something that you can change, like if you're eating really unhealthy and it's making you feel really crappy, then just take steps to try and eat healthier, but just look after yourself. Next question is, does cussing bother you? I don't cuss, but I'm constantly surrounded by people who do at school. I think cussing in general doesn't bother me. Like, sometimes I hang out with people that cuss. They'll say something and be like, oh my gosh, sorry Jess, like, sorry, we can't cuss around you. And I don't like that because it makes me feel like I'm a baby. Just because I don't cuss doesn't mean I expect everyone in the whole world not to ever swear. I think it's different too. Like, when someone cusses when they're angry, I don't like that. Like, I really don't like when someone swears when they're angry, because it just sounds so mean and so angry. That's kind of all I have to say, actually. Like, it doesn't bother me, I just choose not to do it. I think the only like piece of advice I have to say with cussing is that if you think it's bad, if maybe your parents are telling you don't cuss, I would just try to not be influenced by people around you that do cuss. I remember in high school, I went to a Christian school for a couple of years, and then I moved to a different school. Everyone at this new school cussed, and it kind of made me feel like I needed to cuss too to be cool. If you're around people who cuss and you don't cuss, and you just feel like, oh, maybe like they'll like me better, or maybe I'll be cooler if like I cuss with them. I was like, maybe if I cuss, like they'll like me. Maybe I'll look cooler if I cuss. I wish I didn't have that mindset. I think that's such a silly mindset. This next question is, as someone who has a platform, does that ever stop you from posting certain things? I thought it was such an interesting question because yes, it is so true. Definitely for me, I'm not sure about every single YouTuber ever, but for me, I definitely need to be so careful with what I post because of the audience that I have. I think the reason behind that is because I know people will respond really badly to it. Something that I deal with, and I don't know why I have to deal with it, because so many people are lucky and never deal with this, is that if I post a picture, if I'm on the beach in a bikini, I will get roasted, like so roasted, just because I'm a Christian wearing a bikini. So that's something that I've unfortunately had to learn the hard way. People just feel so opinionated and feel like they have the right to tell you that you shouldn't be wearing a bikini because you're a Christian. I hope that makes sense. I feel like not every YouTuber would deal with that. I know YouTubers and girls on Instagram that can like post in a bikini and only get praised for it, but if I do it, I get so much hate. There are so many things that I have to be like, okay, I can't post that. And it's mostly because of how people will react. The next question is, out of all the singers in the world, who would you like to do a collab with? There are literally so many people that I could say for this answer. I want you guys to guess in the comments who, because there is one particular person that I would love to sing with. I want you to guess in the comments and I'll let you know if you get it right. The next question is, how to get out of bad and unhealthy friendships. So I've had to do this. I actually forget what I said, but I just ended the friendship and I was like, I'm sorry if you want to keep being like this, but I don't want to. And it's a little scary at first, going like, but she's been my friend for so many many years, like how do I end a friendship? If you're in an unhealthy friendship and it's toxic, you'll be so much happier. Like you can even be like, I love you as a person, but I just don't think that we should be friends. We're just kind of clashing and it's not good. Next question is, currently what are your favorite top 4 songs? I'm very indecisive, you guys should know this by now, so I probably don't have like a specific top 4, but I'm just gonna pray. I am gonna pray. I'm just gonna play some songs that I like right now. Anyway, my battery is about to die, which means I've been filming for way too long, so I'm gonna answer one more question, and it is about babies. The question is, do the when are you going to have a baby questions get annoying? In your PR unboxing video, did you feel really uncomfortable when that lady sent you a fertility kit? If you haven't watched my PR unboxing video, it was the one before this one, I got sent a fertility kit and I was like, oh, I definitely wasn't expecting to get this in the mail. And her note was really sweet, and I'm sure the intention was really sweet. I wanted to answer this question because when I was scrolling through the hashtag Ask Jess, probably maybe every second or third question was about a baby. I'll put on the screen some that I screenshotted. I get these Twitter accounts that are like, Jess, we're so bored of you guys, hurry up and have a baby already. Like, how have you not had a baby? You're being so selfish. I'm like, what the heck? We've only been married for a year and a half. We're working really hard. We're having a lot of fun. And it's just crazy that so many people expect us to have a baby right now. I think I'm just used to getting pregnancy baby comments all the time. Like, it's so normal for me to get now. I think for some people, like watching a YouTube video is almost like watching a TV show. I think a lot of people kind of feel like they have a say in that person's life because they watch them. Like back when Gabe and I started dating, a lot of people thought that they had a say in who he should be dating. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I feel like some people think that they have a say in what happens to the story because they're just watching it on a screen. And I think some people forget that like YouTubers are just normal people living their life, filming their life. So for people to always be like, when are you having a baby? Hurry up and have a baby. I want you guys to have a baby. Like, I know most of it is really good intentions and people just want to see us have a baby, but sorry, my battery just died, so I quickly went to change it, but I feel like that's God telling me, Jess, wrap this up. You've been filming really long and stop talking about babies. I didn't want to sit back on the ground and stuff. I'm just gonna vlog the rest. It's really a strange feeling to have hundreds of people telling you to have a baby, because having a baby is such a serious thing and such like a full life thing. I feel like I've been literally talking for 2 hours. Like, I feel like I'm going to be cutting out so much of what I just said, but thank you guys for making it this far into the video. Thank you for watching my Q&A. I hope I answered interesting questions. If you want me to do Q&As more often, like on a monthly basis, I will, if you guys are into them. I know you guys love asking questions. I love them too, so if you guys want to see them more, just let me know. I know some in this video I talked about negativity and stuff, but you guys are honestly the best and so sweet, and I'm really grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.